Hello, it's Leanne Peters here. I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook and Temple of Balance on YouTube. And I am here to share some guidance for this week ahead. That's this week starting today, Monday the 5th of October, through till Sunday the 11th of October. So I trust that you're well and things are in good flow for you and that you're feeling good. And if you're not, I trust you find some support and some guidance that helps you during this time period. Extra special welcome to my Temple of Balance patrons, my Pillar of Light family, and all of those of you who support my work through my website. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you also for your patience over the last few days while we have been away. So we'll send out orders that have been made over the weekend and since Wednesday tomorrow. So that will be happening, and emails will be replied to quite soon. So you'll hear from us soon. We've just not long got home after being at the arts market yesterday and going away into nature, disconnecting from everything for a few days. So it's been lovely, and I had intentions. I had grand intentions of stopping on the way home at one of our beautiful beaches on the east coast of Tasmania to record this. But it's been raining. It's been raining the whole time. So I've just got home. We've just unpacked most of our stuff. And I thought I would record this now because it's getting late in the day. So once I record this, then upload it, it will be towards the end of my Monday. So better late than never is what I figure. And it is still Monday, so we're all good. So last week, you may know, if you watched last week's video, that I did more of an intuitive guidance and pulled in cards intuitively for the week ahead. I am actually going to do that again today. It felt good to do and it felt right, and I trust that it resonated with you. So I don't know if this is a new way. I'm going to be doing it more often, but I will be doing it today as well. So what I'm going to be doing is using my combined Speed of Light Oracle cards with my, Animal Kingdom Oracle cards with the Ladybug and the Speed of Light Oracle as stated. I'm using these decks. They've been combined to make a 110 card deck, which is awesome to use. And I will be laying these out intuitively in front of me on this chair. I've got a chair in front of me. And I'm going to talk about the cards and the way I feel the energy will likely move this week. Just as a quick recap on last week, if you have forgotten or you missed it, our theme for last week was about perspective and really looking at the way we see things and the way we view the world, the way we view our life, the way we view our relationships, our living situation, the way we view ourselves. So all that sort of stuff has been, a lot of us have been questioning that over this last week in all different ways and different angles, which is the way we do find the best perspective for us, I feel, is by questioning things and observing how we act, how we respond, how we communicate, how we shut down, all this sort of stuff. So it's been quite interesting, and especially around a perspective front this week. So I'm just going to now shuffle these cards. Now, as I'm shuffling, just a reminder to always take on board what feels right and what resonates with you and let the rest go. This is future based, obviously, so there will be things that might not make much sense today if you're listening to this on Monday. So maybe come back and connect throughout the week to see how things fit and fall into place. I'm going to, I am now shuffling my cards, and we will see what comes up. So take a nice big breath, and I trust the best cards will come out and the best guidance for the majority of us and what we need to know for this week ahead from today, the 5th of October, through till the 11th. Okay, let's see how we're going to lay these out. I'm laying them out face down, and in my mind's eye, I see the way that I want to lay them out in usually a letter shape or a number or a pattern of some sort, and I lay the cards out accordingly. So currently we have 7 cards out. I'm going to turn them over. If we have a featured card, which again, I just mentioned it and I turned one over, we have a featured timing card, which says to take the top card from the deck, which is this. Great. Okay, we have quite an interesting bunch of cards here. So let's see how this fits for you. So first of all, on Monday, we've been encouraged to be cooperative. So we might be pushing against things. We might be being a bit not very cooperative with other people that we're interacting with. So we're being encouraged and reminded of the importance of cooperation on Monday especially. There is a social element too, so we might find we might be in a social situation where we're resisting or something is not quite right for us, but we have to be in a space of cooperation. Otherwise everything falls apart. So if we have a leader and we're one of the minions, we could say, in a social setting, we may need to cooperate with the leader with what they want to kind of lead the group with, for example. So see how cooperation fits for you on Monday. Now, as we go into Tuesday, we've got the stag. It's the sad stag. This stag talks about feeling lost, alone, discouraged, and like we've gone off track. And we might feel that a bit early in the week. Some of us may feel a bit like we're wandering around aimlessly, like we've gone off track, that we've gone backwards, that this is not really how I wanted things to be or how I wanted things to turn out. So there might be a feeling of disappointment or even a feeling of sadness that comes over on Tuesday. But the good thing about this, and this card coming up shows us that actually a lot of this is our perspective. It's our mental state and our mental view of how things are or how we think things are. And things may not be as they seem or as we think they are. So what we've been encouraged to do on Tuesday is look at how things really are. To really look at the truth and cut through the illusion and the cloud that hovers over us that makes us see things in a distorted way. So in truth, we can never be off our path. Our path is our path and it's always under our feet. It has to be, because it's our path. So doesn't matter how fast we run, what choices we make, our path is always under our feet. Whether we're on a bit of a bumpy path or a crumbling path or a solid, strong path or a narrowing path or a widening path, all the paths can feel different. But in truth, we can never, ever be off our path. So if you think that you're off track or your path's way over there, just be careful that it's not your mind making you think that you've done something wrong, that something's not right. I mean, there might be something that's not quite right about your path, but if you can enforce or inform yourself, if you can confidently know that you are on your path, take responsibility for your path and for the areas or the things in your life that aren't working, that do need to change, that are problematic for you, if you can own those and then make some new choices or make some changes, that makes a massive difference. So remember, your path is always under your feet. There is a sadness that may be coming through on Tuesday, and what we've been encouraged to do is start a new dedication, a daily dedication that is connected with this card, stepping in and making a commitment to ourselves. So this may be a commitment to breaking a habit, to starting something new, to actually applying what I talked about last week and the things that we've been looking at. What are we living for? What is our purpose? What are we observing around us? What's working for us? What's not working for us? So as we work these things out, which is what our sadder kind of emotions will help inform us about, that sensitivity, then we can do something about stepping in and making a new commitment in our life. Now, because this card has come up with this card, this tells me it's going to be really important for a lot of us to think about our daily dedication now. So what can we do on a day-to-day basis to start making this new commitment to ourselves? If we're feeling frumpy and we're gaining a few pounds, then it may be a daily exercise plan. It may be a daily look at what we're ingesting. If you've been talking about, I must get back into meditation, I must get back into spiritual things, start on Tuesday. Make a commitment, and based on the time you have allowed, the time you have available, to make a daily commitment for a 5 or 10 minute meditation. It's better than nothing. So what have you been talking about that you feel is lacking in your life? What habits do you need to break? that you can start making a commitment on Tuesday, because the energy feels extremely favorable for making a new commitment, for stepping in and committing to what we need to commit to. It's coming up though with the stag, so there might be a sadness or a reaction that we have to something that actually prompts. It can prompt us to take a new direction or to start a new dedication, to make a new commitment to ourselves that I am going to exercise daily, even if it's just a walk around the block, even if it's just walking up and down the hallway 10 times. Whatever that commitment is that we need to do, let's really think about applying it on Tuesday. The energy is very favorable for that. Now, Wednesday and Thursday, we have these two cards together. We've got the Condor and the Lotus heart. The Condor wants us to expand our horizons and look beyond our wildest dreams. Look at other options, other solutions. Be careful we don't have tunnel vision and we're just looking at a situation through a very narrow lens. So Wednesday, Thursday is going to be favorable for really stretching our observation distance, our range, our range of observation, which will then bring our attention to more potential opportunities, solutions, options. So keep that in mind maybe for Wednesday and Thursday. Also for Wednesday and Thursday, we have card 22, the Lotus heart. And it says Om mantra, meditate, reconnect, and peace. This is about the heart. And a lot of us are feeling and may feel pulled to really reconnect with our hearts over later Wednesday into Thursday. There feels to be a strong heart pull, and we might feel that there are things that we really feel a heart connection to, or people we really feel a heart connection to. Things that we're doing, things that we're creating, things that we are making or building or inspired by. We may feel such a really strong heart pull. There is also a feeling here of finding peace of heart, peace of mind. So we're not worrying so much or stressed so much, so that we can find peace if we allow ourselves to do that, and if it's important to us. So in general, there's a heart opening coming Wednesday, but especially Thursday. I can feel a highlight. So Thursday's the 8th of October. Oh, I keep thinking October's the 8th month because Oct is 8. So I looked at the 8th of October and I'm like, oh, the 8th of the 8th. But then I just remembered the 8th is August. So that's okay. So the 8th, Thursday the 8th feels to be a really great day for heart opening and heart connecting. Now we have two cards now for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So as we go into the weekend, we've got an emphasis here around our purpose. Living with purpose, says the orca whale. And this is about a connection with our life. Now last week I talked a lot about what are we living for? What purpose can we find in life? What hobby can we start? How can we make or create something in our life where we're excited to get up in the morning and we're working on things that challenge us and test us and encourage us to learn new skills and develop skills that we already have. So that thinking about and observing and that questioning and that perspective shift last week feels like this weekend coming, so the 10th, the 11th, also Friday, so the 9th, 10th and 11th of October is very much now about finding a way to live it. So what did you determine from your observations last week? If you missed the video, you can go and find it. It's easy in the video tab. Or if you want to refresh, because it's still valuable information, but what did you discover? What have you had a shift in your priorities, perhaps from that observation? So I feel this weekend is about doing it. It's about applying it. It's about putting something we've been thinking about or writing about or talking about into practice so we can start living it, living our purpose and feeling more purposeful, our life feeling more purposeful. This comes up with the cheetah, and the cheetah reminds us to focus on our strengths. So these are the things that we're good at, the things that we're skilled at, the things that we might be talented in, the things that might be a bit different about us compared to people that we observe. You know, a lot of people say they're the black sheep in the family. Why? What makes you feel like the black sheep? What makes you different? In my family, one of my sisters feels like the black sheep. She's got a very loud voice, and she's just a different sort of character that she brings to our family. But like I've always said to her, I feel like her voice could really be a really good asset. That, you know, there are some places where you need a loud voice, a loud, deep voice like hers. And she's finally in a place now where she accepts that. So is there something funny about you that makes you the black sheep, that makes you different? Do you have a funny thing about you, a funny characteristic that you could use as a strength? Because I feel these unique things that make us who we are, these are beautiful things. So can you accept your voice? Can you accept your big nose? Can you accept these things about yourself that you may have rejected your whole life or may have been picked on your whole life? Can you turn it around and start seeing this as a good thing? So focusing on your strengths and being careful this weekend not to hone in on your weaknesses or hone in on the things that aren't working. You know, where are you giving your attention? Are you giving your attention to the things that are working, the things that are improving, the things that you're building, the things that are growing, the things that are opening, the things that are feeling good? Or are you giving your attention to the things that stress you out, the things that you worry about, the things that other people are doing? Are you focusing so much attention on your weaknesses and you're starting to feel less and less confident, which means that you become more hesitant and less active in your life? So where are you focusing on? That's going to be really important this weekend. So let's now pull a card for the theme for this weekend, for this whole week. Sorry, this whole week. Still getting also into my mode of connecting in this way. I've been reading like this for years, for many, many years, but not so much with our weekly videos. So I enjoy doing intuitive reading. So I'm looking for the best card for the theme for this week ahead. Now, what I'm feeling as a bit of a theme, I'm feeling energy moving in the belly. So I'm feeling this need for us to step out of our comfort zone, to step through our fear and find courage to move through things that scare us, not things that threaten our survival, but things that we're challenged by, you know, stepping out of our comfort zone in life by challenging ourselves and trying a little harder with something. That sort of anxiety, those butterflies we get in the belly. So we're being encouraged to move through that and really find it okay to step out of our comfort zone and really see what we are capable of. So the best card for the theme for this week ahead, the 5th till the 11th of October, is this. It's this. Oh, it's the exact same theme we had last week. Out of all the cards in the deck, we had this theme last week. It's the giraffe card 33. Look at things differently. So it seems our perspective shift continues. And what I'm seeing is a massive theme is not only perspective, but how we see our life and how we see the living that we're doing. So again, let's continue asking ourselves, what are we living for? How are we seeing something? What are we reacting to? All these things will help us see what we need to fine-tune, what we might need to release, and what we might need to shift, especially our view on something. So if you feel very rigid and strict and stuck and fixed in your viewpoint, in your opinion, in your belief, or in your truth about something, just be super aware of that this week and notice what you're defending, what you're reacting to, what you're justifying, what you're standing up for, all these sorts of things, because there may be something that's shifting in that. So if you can be really sensitive to your body and how you're feeling and how you're reacting, you might notice when you're kind of defending something, but it just doesn't quite feel right anymore, like it doesn't quite feel true to you anymore. And we go through these shifts. We're going through a reality shift now, but I feel that we're always going through them personally too. I feel like our truths, it helps for them to be flexible. If our truth becomes rigid and stuck and fixed, then to me that becomes a belief. And beliefs are very much carved in stone. We will believe them. We will defend them. But truths to me are more flexible. They flow with our evolution, our personal evolution and our personal viewpoint. I'm not afraid to say that today my truth might be different to a truth I've had for years that shifted yesterday. Not that that happened, but I'm not afraid for my truths to change. I'm not holding on to my truths and my opinions and my beliefs so tightly that everything would crumble if I changed my truth or if I changed my idea or I changed my opinion. So let's be aware this week what we feel fixed with, what we feel we have to defend, and just soften that harshness that we feel and look at our how we're viewing things, how we're viewing ourselves, how we're viewing this thing that challenges us. So the giraffe continues. Let's look at things differently this week. So thank you so much. I trust this resonates. If you have enjoyed this connection, please hit the thumbs up button. Please show us some love. Please comment or share if you're inspired to. And if you want to connect more privately, please send us a message through our website. For this reading today, I have used my Animal Kingdom Oracle cards and my Speed of Light Oracle. You can learn more about either deck on my website at templeofbalance.com.au. We're nearly sold out of Speed of Light Oracle. When we are, I won't be using the combined deck anymore. We'll be going straight to the Animal Kingdom Oracle cards, I would say. So that might be soon. Might be in the next couple of weeks. So have a happy birthday if you're celebrating this week. Happy anniversary. Thanks so much for your support. If you would like to learn more about me and the work I do at Temple of Balance, please visit templeofbalance.com.au. Thank you so much to my October patrons. I'll be fulfilling our resources and organising our healing events this coming week, so you'll hear from me in a few days. And I think that's all I need to say. So happy week, and I will connect with you as the week progresses. Sending you loads of love from my heart